Good evening. How's it going? How is your day? Today is Thursday. It smells the weekend. Alright, today is a very good day for me. Guess what? My new keyboard has been delivered at my home. Can you see it? Here, this one. HHKB Type S Professional. Are you able to see the all keys are not printed? Yeah, I find it fascinating and cool. To be honest, I can type every key without seeing the key. On the other hand, I to be honest, I know that I will be struggling to type when I have to input the combination of numbers and symbols simultaneously. For example, if I type the complex password or like credit card numbers, yeah. However, if I type single number or single symbols, like for example, I when I type the code for the programming, I think I won't struggle it. But the reason I bought it is simple. I just try to it. And also, this HH keyboard is one of absolute my favorite. I usually use it at my office as well. And recently, I replaced my keytop into no printed version. When I initially bought it for the first time, then I bought the printed key version because I was afraid I was not able to type without seeing the key. But getting used to typing use the HHKB, I've I've been able to type it very comfortably. So that's why, and also at the same time, using the HHKB key mapping tool, I changed the key mapping considering my preference. That's why some of the key is not the same as it printed. I thought this is a kind of noise for typing. So those what I said is the reason I chose the no printed key. And I'm really happy to start to use it at my home as well. The first reason I bought it at the office is like I'd like to reduce my wrist pain. So when it comes to typing, the most important thing I think is how compact it is. I mean, if the keyboard is compact, then we can avoid my hand from leaving the home row. And I'm thinking that the arrow keys are notorious when it comes to drifting off the home row from of my hand. HHKB allow us to keep my hands at home row as much as possible using the combination of function key. What attracted me is that one. I'm really happy. I'm glad to start HHKB at home as well. And also, I use Mac OS at home, and at the office, I use Windows. But using the HHKB lead to the same environment between home and at the office. That is also preferable thing for me. All right, um, shifting the gear to the next topic. This weekend is 3 day holiday, and after next week, the final presentation finale of my intern will happen. That means the internship program is coming to end. And also, this week is a very final week. She can tackle her problem for internship program because next week should be used for preparing the documentation of her progress and her result, and also she have to prepare the final presentation PPT slide. And also I booked the several meeting room to allow her to do rehearsal of the presentation. I have to advise or give her a suggestion to refine her presentation. And that's why the next week would be the hectic days for her. But this is the final stretch for her as well. I'm rooting for her. And also, at the final presentation, I have to give her a word before her presentation in front of everyone. Let me practice it. Alright. Thank you. I'm elated to be here and show you. No, I'm elated to be here and having this final day of the internship program. The reason is because her progress was really nice and wonderful. That's why I easily predict that everyone here will be surprised her progress and result. And also, during the internship program, I and my teammates had to catch up with her and keep up with her at the same time because her progress is way faster than I expected. So that's why we had to prepare the meeting to describe her new concept and new topic. And also, during the discussion of the problem, where she had a question or she gave us some suggestion, then her insight and opinion are really spot on. Sometimes I was startled her opinion, how it is, how sharp it is. Then I couldn't answer quickly and instantly. Then, like, I usually said, let me think about it. Well, and maybe, yeah, like that. And at the same time, discussing with her also stimulate me and give me the chance to spark my new ideas as well. Like, as you know, the challenging tasks is a fuel get engineers hyped up, and also different opinions is getting together, then making the synergy and build up the new idea. That is really fun for me. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Alright, let's move on. Introduce her topic for the theme for the internship program. That is PCB image processing. Like, Flying Probe Tester is inspection machine for the bare board, and then we have to give them a testing data. How should I make it? How should I decide where the machine should make a contact and inspect when it comes to installation test and continuity test? Originally, we have the Gerber data, which is the data for manufacturing PCB. This is a very simple um, image data. Only using this, we have to decide where the probes makes a contact. The theme she tackled is this topic. I thought this is a long journey, that's why we already set the milestone to achieve the goal. But without suggesting the whole things, she did it almost everything by herself. That's amazing. Alright, thank you for listening. I have to wrap up my idea to speech.